Welcome the anointed ones. You've been praying, waiting, grinding, wondering when the breakthrough would finally come, and now you feel it. You sense it in your spirit. The shift is closer than it's ever been. But hear this truth clearly. Your first million isn't the blessing. It's the battle cry. It's not the finish line. It's the opening of a new front. When the deposit hits, when the doors open, when the wires land, you'll quickly realize the wealth is not just an answer to your prayers. It's an announcement to the world and to the unseen realm that the real war has begun. For so long, you were hidden in plain sight, underestimated, overlooked, dismissed as average. People laughed at your struggle, mocked your small beginnings, wrote you off as someone who would never rise. They thought you would always be broke, always scrambling, always at the mercy of others. And then suddenly, God shifted the tables. The accounts you once dreaded checking now hold more than you've ever seen. The very people who doubted you now whisper your name in disbelief. But chosen one, don't get it twisted. The money itself isn't the miracle. The real miracle is that you survived long enough to carry it. The blessing isn't in the balance. It's in the endurance that got you here. And that is why the first million is not the end. It is the trumpet that calls every hidden enemy into the light. When you had nothing, you were ignored. No one cared what you did. No one wasted energy trying to stop you. No one thought you were a threat. But the moment wealth appears, so do opportunists, manipulators, and wolves dressed as friends. Your rise will trigger jealousy in people you thought were loyal. Your abundance will expose the greed in hearts that pretended to love you. That first million will separate everyone around you, not by your choice, but by divine design. The money will not only fund your next chapter, it will reveal who was never meant to go with you. It will show you the motives of people in ways you could never see when you were struggling, and that revelation will hurt, but it will also set you free. Understand this clearly. Money doesn't change people. It amplifies what was already inside them. The ones who secretly envied you will now show their teeth. The ones who quietly competed will now openly attack. The ones who carried jealousy in silence will now wear it proudly. Wealth shines a light on hidden motives and forces you to confront truths you could ignore in poverty. When you had little, it was easy to assume people loved you for who you are. But now, every smile, every handshake, every invitation must be tested. And this is why your first million isn't peace, it's war. Because now, you are not just someone living by faith. You are a chosen one, carrying resources that threaten systems, cycles, and generational curses. This wealth you are walking into is generational. It isn't just for you. It's for every broken cycle in your bloodline. Poverty tried to claim your family. Addiction tried to break your lineage. Failure tried to stamp your name. But God placed you in the fire, refined you in the wilderness, and raised you up as the one who would finally break it. That's why the first million comes with such intensity. Because it's not just money. It's proof that the curse didn't win. And don't be fooled. The enemy knows it too. He knows that if you manage to keep this wealth clean, pure, and aligned with purpose, it will outlast you. It will shift entire communities. It will fund visions that destroy darkness. It will create impact that can't be stopped. That's why hell doesn't fear the balance in your account. It fears the ripple effect of what happens when you steward it well. This is why warfare will feel stronger than ever after the breakthrough. You will face sudden accusations, unexpected audits, strange betrayals, contracts laced with hidden traps, lawsuits designed to drain your spirit. People will try to bait you into fights, into proving yourself, into reckless spending just to watch you fall. And you must be ready. The blessing isn't in having the money. The blessing is in the strength, clarity, and discernment you've gained to protect it. This first million is your test of stewardship. Will you let it own you, or will you own it? Will you flex to prove people wrong? Or will you use it to fund a calling that proves God right? This is the line in the sand. The first million doesn't crown you, it commissions you. The higher you go, the quieter it gets. You'll notice that wealth comes with isolation. People you thought would cheer for you will distance themselves. Others will cling so tightly you'll feel suffocated. Your circle will shrink, not because you pushed people away, but because they can't handle the atmosphere you now carry. With wealth comes responsibility, and with responsibility comes solitude. But don't mistake isolation for abandonment. It is protection. God is pruning your environment so the wrong voices don't sabotage the right season. He is silencing the noise so you can hear instructions clearly. The chosen ones walk lonely roads not because they are unloved, but because they are entrusted. And what is entrusted must be guarded carefully. So hear me, chosen one. Don't fear the isolation. Don't run from the warfare. Don't think something is wrong when the attacks increase. It's proof you've crossed into a new dimension. The money isn't the finish line. It's the announcement that the race has only just begun. The same way soldiers don't stop fighting after the first victory. You cannot stop praying, watching, discerning after the first breakthrough. You must sharpen your spirit daily, because sudden wealth is a test wrapped in a gift. It will test your humility, your obedience, your patience, and your loyalty to purpose. It will expose what is unhealed and demand that you deal with it quickly. And if you fail the test, you will lose what was given. But if you pass, you will multiply it beyond imagination. God didn't raise you up just to flex on those who doubted you. He raised you up to fund visions bigger than yourself, to create solutions, to heal wounds, to build what others ignored. That first million is not for revenge. It is not for validation. It is for assignment. You are not just a millionaire. You are a divine steward. Your wealth isn't loud because of what you buy. It's loud because of what you build. This is why your name will begin to travel further than your presence. Your obedience, your resilience, your vision will echo in rooms you haven't even entered. People of influence will begin to discuss you, not because you begged for a seat at the table, but because your fruit spoke louder than your words. And here's the final truth. The first million is not to make you comfortable. It is to make you dangerous. Dangerous to poverty. Dangerous to darkness. Dangerous to systems that profit off oppression. That's why you must treat it as a battle cry. The wealth you carry is a weapon, not a toy. Use it to break chains, not to impress enemies. Use it to restore dignity, not to chase clout. Use it to shift generations, not just seasons. When you do that, you'll see that the blessing was never in the number. The blessing was always in the assignment attached to it. So rise up, chosen one. When the wires hit, when the balance grows, when the opportunities explode, remember this. The first million is not your finish line, it's your foundation. It is not your rest, it's your responsibility. It is not your reward, it's your war cry. Walk boldly, not as someone who got lucky, but as someone who was chosen, refined, and prepared for this exact moment. This is not the season to shrink. This is the season to build, to lead, to fund, to fight, and to leave a legacy that money can't buy, but that money can amplify. The world has enough rich people. What it's missing are chosen ones with the courage to treat wealth as a weapon of freedom. And that's who you are. Step into it, own it, live it,